What is going on, everybody? So finally Cosmic Crucible has started, and there's a lot of different information out there right now on what to use for defense and what's more important, offense or defense. Are they equally important? What teams to use and what rooms, and I have some infographics for that from a couple different sources, and the reasons why are going to vary for players. And then I wanted to talk about the new milestones with the Jessica Jones jacket. What you should be doing, what you need to be able to do to get through it, how much you need to be pushing to get through the milestones. I have an infographic for that. And then I also just briefly want to talk about the Wakanda rework and what it may mean for them in Crucible, and their importance. Is it going to go up or down? And this video is just basically more about giving, people a starting point. It's not necessarily exactly what you should do. So keep that in mind. And without wasting any more time, let's go. Alrighty, so really quickly, the first thing I want to mention is showing you how to determine your rank. I don't know if everyone knows exactly how to do it. I did notice there were people asking in live streams today on Twitch, so I just wanted to go over it real quick, one more time. Basically, what you do is you are going to go over here in MSF to your Cosmic Crucible. If you haven't seen already, it is over here on all the way to the right. You are going to go down to your rewards right here. Sometimes this isn't highlighted, so sometimes if you just click back and forth, then it'll highlight. So as here you can see, it says I'm ranked 5 through 7, 12,300 credits right here. So that's going to be your key number. This is the number that you want to be looking at. And then after that, you're going to come over here. There was a post done by Cerebro. It was, posted on Discord, and I also believe Facebook. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. But what you do is you're going to come up here, and so you're going to find your score, the credits, as I said. So 12,300 is me, so I'm right here. So I'm going to be 5 through 7 in platinum, which is okay. I guess I'm okay with that. I'm almost 13 million TCP. I really don't think that matters much. I know that there's I know that the TCPs are kind of varying for where players are landing in the ranking system, but we'll see what happens. So if you didn't know how to do it, that's how you do it. I know a lot of people, feel like that they're going to say that they don't care about Crucible. I saw somebody today in chat. They were like, I don't care about Crucible at all. He was like, I'm not even going to try. He was like, I'm not even going to play it. And I was like, I don't think that they should be like that about it. I feel like the rewards for teal gear are going to be, important in helping you take your roster up to teal, up to that teal gear level and getting into and finishing DD5. And also level 90 and gear tier 17 is on its way, you guys, whether we like it or not, not for a little while. So don't freak out. I don't want to freak you out. It's probably not going to be for a little while, but it is coming. It probably will come this year too. And that will make Cosmic Crucible even that much more important for getting your characters into that teal gear phase, because now, characters are moving into the teal gear phase color. So, 16, 17, 18, and then 19. Okay. So try and keep that in mind before you go bashing, Cosmic Crucible, because it will be fairly important. Should you put it on the number one most important thing that you're doing list? No, not necessarily. No, maybe if you're like a super endgame player and you ain't got nothing else to worry about but War and Crucible, sure, yeah, okay. But for most people, no, probably not. So next, some people, myself included, I've been trying to determine if offense or defense was more important. As much as I would like to be able to have an awesome offense and an amazing defense, it's probably going to take a little dividing of teams to be able to do this right. The thing is, they are both important, but to be able to win, you pretty much have to clear the other person's rooms to move through the bracket to the top. So if you come across Infinity Watch team, and you can't beat them because you put all your best teams on defense, you might be in trouble. And from what I've seen, there's probably going to be a lot of that going on. A lot of people are going to be using Infinity Watch on defense, so you're going to want to make sure that you can beat them. But you also want to be able to try to stop your opponent from doing the same. So what I would suggest for people in my TCP range, And again, I landed in the platinum 5 through 7. So, you know, I would try and do a divide of your best teams. Even if they can clear all of your rooms but one, that could be how you become, you know, how you come out victorious. So, you know, you don't necessarily have to have all super amazing teams. You know, what if there's just one room they can't clear? I personally am going to be, you know, I'm going to lean a little bit more offensively, be more offensively prepared. I feel it will do me more good than going, you know, super thick on my defensive teams. So I'm gonna show this right here. Okay, so here's the bracket right here. As you can see, you're gonna need wins to move up this bracket. You can see how it says 1-0 and then 0-1 here. So that's how they're gonna split these brackets up, is by how many, you know, how many clears, how many wins you have, and clears you have. So you're gonna want to be able to clear these rooms. So I feel like offense is gonna be pretty important. You know, the higher you move up in the bracket, you know, I feel like offense is going to be, you know, it'll probably even out a little bit more, but I feel like offense is going to be pretty important. So that's where I'm going to lean. Okay, so the teams that I'm going to do, I'll let you guys see a little bit later. I don't know. Some people have been telling me, no, you shouldn't show your team. So I've been thinking about it. We'll see. But I have some infographics I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to pull these up real quick. Let's see. I have one right here. So this is the first one that I have. So I got this one from stream today that somebody posted. I'm sorry, I forgot who it was. If you are watching this and you're like, hey, that's my infographic, please leave a comment below and let me know that is your infographic or that is your defense. So I can give you the proper due credit. I am just using this for, you know, relational video purposes. So, okay. Now, again, don't take these as gospel. This is just to give you an idea of what other players might be doing. You know, these are only the ones I have for now. So we're just going to kind of talk a little bit about why they may have used these teams and where they did, and then just a little bit about what I think, you know, I might do. Now I'm not 100% fluid in everybody's kit, so I do have MSF GG pulled up to help me out a little bit. And so in the first room that we're going to start with is room 6. So as you can see right here, they started out with Infinity Watch in room 6, and I have Infinity Watch pulled up here in MSF GG. Okay, so this is Gamora's kit. So if you remember, in room 6, oops, I'm sorry, let's go to set defense. Let's read this. So all speed bar increases and decreases have no effect for all characters. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Okay, so this is Gamora's kit. Okay, so for Gamora's her special ability right here on kill, fill speed bar by 100%. So that wouldn't work. If she got a kill from this attack, that would not work. And then also down here, let's see, where is that? Okay, so on empowered, fill speed bar by 50%. So that's not going to work. So basically, when she becomes empowered, she's just going to become empowered, and then you know, she's not, it's the turn meter is going to continue as planned. Okay, let's see, next we're going to move to Gamora, or I'm sorry, Nebula. So Nebula has gained speed up on her basic. Okay, so that will still work. She will still be able to gain speed up. That has nothing to do with her speed bar. That just gives her speed up. Okay. And then, okay, down here, her passive. That's right. I knew there was one more. Speed up to one random ally. So that'll still work also. Right here, it says speed up to one random ally. To one random Gamora ally. So that'll still work. And then we got Moondragon. She will apply slow and reduce speed bar for 50%. That will not work. So her basic will not work there. I went through here. I didn't see anything else concerning speed. And then with we have Phi Lavelle. I went through her kit. I didn't really see anything concerning speed bar. Yeah, no, there was nothing that I really found concerning speed bar. So the last person that we had in that lineup is, we have Adam Warlock. He's going to be right up here at the top. Okay, and so there's, again, I didn't really see anything in here that had to do with giving speed up, or with that had to do with speed bar manipulation. So the only real characters that you were looking at is Gamora that would be affected. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it would be a bad room to put it in. Would I put it in room 6? No, I probably wouldn't put Infinity Watch into room 6. I would probably put them in one of the rooms that didn't have any rules. So let's check the other infographic that I have. The other infographic that I have also is suggesting the same thing, to put Infinity Watch into room 6. I don't know if necessarily if I would put Infinity Watch in room 6. Again, I would probably put them into one of the rooms with no rules on it, just so that way Gamora could get that speed bar manipulation, and I feel like that since she's so powerful, you want her attacking as much as she possibly can be. So yeah, and they'll definitely be a good defensive team to have, and you'll need a strong team to get through a good Infinity Watch team. That is for sure. But you can do whatever you want. You're more than welcome to put them in room 6 if that's what you want to do. If you've been suggested otherwise in a different room, that's fine too. This is just kind of, again, just a starting point. So now we're going to move to room 5 here. Okay, let's see what the infographic has over here. All right, so for room 5, they did a mixture of Weapon X with Emma and Shang-Chi. And so I was kind of curious, why they decided to go this route. So personally, I would not go Weapon X. I would save Weapon X for offense instead of defense. Basically, with this room, the rules is all characters who passively revive return with 1 health. So if they die and their passive revives them, like Gamora, they only return with 1 health. So you definitely don't want to have them here. And then on all characters' turns, it reduces speed bar by 50% for that character's cosmic allies. So you don't want to have any cosmic characters in this room either. That would be not good for you if you did that. So what they did here is, again, they put Weapon X with Emma and Shang-Chi. I did open some of them up in MSF GG. Let's see here. Okay, here's Emma. So for Emma, I couldn't find anything that would affect her in this room with the revive and the cosmic tag. So Emma would be good there. I was checking Lady Deathstrike. I was like, oh, maybe there was a reason they took out Lady Deathstrike. I went through her kit. The same. I couldn't really find anything that would warrant pulling her out of there. She is a villain global tech, so maybe it just had to do with how geared up they had those characters particularly. That could definitely be a reason why. So but yeah, I don't know necessarily if I would go the same route. And then on the other infographic that we have, they decided to go Web Warriors. Now I think Web Warriors isn't too bad of a play here. I don't feel like any of the room rules are going to mess with them. I went through their kits. I didn't see anything that I saw that would mess with this. So I don't think it was a bad decision. But I definitely, again, feel like I would hang on to Weapon X for sure, 100%. So okay, room 4. Let's see. We're going to start with this one. So they went with Young Avengers. So I personally also went with Young Avengers. I decided to go with Young Avengers in room 4. I saw some other people that went with Young Avengers in room 4. Now the room rule is on all characters' turns. If that character has speed up, clear all of the positive effects and apply 2 turns of slow and trauma to that character. So that means you can't clear the slow, which will be really annoying. So you want to make sure that these characters are not getting speed up. So one thing that I did was I pulled up the Young Avengers here on MSFGG, and I went through their kits. The only thing that mentioned of speed up, I think, was Kate. And I want to say, let's see, where was it? Maybe it wasn't Kate. I thought maybe I saw something that mentioned. Oh yeah, here it is. I'm sorry. Okay. Now it does say apply speed up for 2 turns, but as you can see, this is on war. Oh, I'm sorry. This is on war defense. So this is not gonna. None of this stuff right here is gonna be applied in Crucible. Now this right here, fill speed bar. Okay. This is not going to be affected by the room. Remember, it's speed up. So these are little details that you're going to have to pay attention to with the rooms to make sure that you pick the right rooms, the right defensive teams for the right rooms. Because if you just kind of put whoever wherever you want, other than in rooms 1 and 2, you could kind of shoot yourself in the foot doing that. So yeah, I don't think Web Warriors I don't think Young Avengers is a bad idea. I went with Young Avengers. Again, I went through most of their kits. I didn't really find anything that I felt was going to disrupt them in this room. So I ended up one of my rooms. I ended up putting Young Avengers in room 4. The other rooms I haven't. A few of the other rooms I haven't really set yet. And then we have, let's see. I'll check one more. Okay, so Squirrel Girl, again, attack the enemy with the most speed bar. That has nothing to do with speed up. Same thing, fill speed bar. Drain. So nothing in there I didn't like. Just mentioning speed bar. So this might be something you want to do, is go through here. You can also save your Crucible teams in here, and you have 2 days. You have plenty of time to set your defenses. So I would definitely recommend going through and doing this and deciding who you want to put where, because a lot of people too, they're not going to have necessarily all characters in the whole team geared up. Like I have a lot of teams that have one character that's the weak link, or 2 characters that are a weak link, because I didn't have enough time or I didn't have enough resources to work on those characters. So that could definitely be a factor for other players as well. So the last room 3, is on all characters' turns. You flip defense up, deflect, and evade on that character's allies. Okay, so here I think this infographic had the right idea, putting Dark Hunters on for room number 3. I've been considering using Dark Hunters. I had them pulled up on MSFGG. Again, I was going through their kit. I found nothing that should warrant them, getting lots of defense up, deflects, and evades to make them, to put them in trouble. So I kind of like that for room number 3. I might consider doing that. Definitely, it's not a bad idea. You're not going to want anybody who's applying deflect, defense up, or evade. So Web Warriors would definitely be terrible for this room. I checked out Shadowlands, but they wouldn't work because of Night Nurse's passive. I think Zemo wouldn't work that well because of there's a certain part of his passive where he gets defense up. So I think you could do X Factor maybe with somebody else, but I'll leave that up to you. Again, this is something that you're going to have to go through and check out. And then finally you have the first two rooms, which is rooms 1 and 2. Now these rooms, they do not have any rules on them, so you can decide whoever you want to put in here. A lot of people are deciding to put Axemen in here. Some people are deciding to go Web Warriors. If we come over here, we check out in rooms number 1 and 2, they decided to go Uncanny slash Axeman, and then Black Order. Again, you know, you can decide to do it however you want. There's no rules to this room, so you can expect your team to work exactly, you know, how they're supposed to work. And then remember, the one thing I wanted to bring up that a lot of people, I think some people are forgetting, is Heroes for Hire. They do not work the same way. Just remember that. They only work the way that you think with their charges in war, on war defense. Okay, so you maybe might not want to consider, you know, bringing them in, because they are not going to be anything like what you're used to. You might want to consider maybe breaking them up, you know, maybe Shang-Chi and Misty somewhere else or something like that. You know, remember guys, you know, war buffs does not work in Crucible. It's a completely different game mode, so it's none of that stuff's going to work. Okay, so and then finally, the last thing I wanted to talk about real fast is the spending energy and war credits for the milestones. So I'm going to come over here to the game real quick, and we're going to go and check out the milestones real fast that we just ended up getting right here. These are called the freaking pop-ups, the victory blueprint allies for the new T2 level 4 ions. So I have a infographic here on, you know, what you should be doing to get these milestones done. Let me pull that up. Again, I'm going to leave the links to all these things in the description below, so you guys can get them from me and check them out yourselves. Let me pull this up. It is right here. Okay, so basically this is pretty simple to read. Shout out to Squint for doing this. He's the one that we got it from, or that I got it from. Okay, so it says the days of the event, 7 days. The max milestones that you can get is 190,000. That's how much the very last milestone is. So per day, you're going to be needing to do 27,143 points a day. Okay, and remember, the scoring is based on spending war energy refills, earning war energy credit, and spending 1 campaign energy. Okay, so for the 1 campaign energy, it's 5 points. The war credit's 2 points, and the war energy refill is 20 points. So you're definitely going to want to be maybe refreshing those blitz miles, or the blitz store. That I definitely have already been refreshing the blitz store for the war refreshes, so you might want to consider doing that. So yeah, and then you have, you know, your resource, your battle days, you know, how much campaign energy you should be spending a day, 1,000 energy a day. You know, how many credits should you be spending a day? 6,850 war credits a day. Let's see, spend war energy, you know. So this is a great little infographic that you can use. Again, I'm going to leave a copy of it, or, you know, in the description below, the link to it, so you guys can check that out. So finally, let's talk about this Wakanda rework. I just wanted to touch on it really fast. I'm not going to go crazy into it. Let me pull them up real fast. I believe that I have them open right here. Okay, here we go. So, I feel like a lot of content creators do, and only very old veteran players might have the Wakanda worked on. And then there will be those players that did work on it, you know, that are working on, or I'm sorry, that did work on and are working on Wakanda, my bad. And there are a couple things I don't like. First of all, the uniques for them are all vibranium. Okay, every single one of these guys require vibranium. I don't have the 3 of them geared up enough to show you, but they all require vibranium. Now, that's a lot of vibranium. I don't have that much vibranium saved up. And then second is the amount of resources bringing them up. I feel like I can be better utilizing those resources elsewhere right now, because I personally am more focused on the next Scourge and DD5. But getting, you know, good Crucible rewards resulting in a lot of teal gear can still be great. And I still think it is to be seen how worth it is taking these guys, you know, higher, you know, and into Crucible. I do know that, you know, they're gonna be a good team. I'm not saying that they're not gonna be a good team for Crucible. Obviously they'll be a good team. It's just how worth it is it gonna be for you? You know, is there a huge difference, and is it worth, you know, pushing for? You know, maybe after some of the other stuff I'm working on, I could start thinking about it. You know, again, it's a lot of vibranium, dude. That's a lot. I know that I don't have that much. So, you know, basically I'll let you guys be the decision maker. A lot of people are super excited about it. They're like, oh yeah, I couldn't wait for Wakanda. This is their time. Let's go. Ibombe, Wakanda forever. So I get that. That's cool. You know, right on. If that's what you want to do, if you have the vibranium to do it. I've already seen some pretty big Wakanda teams out there. So, but me, I'm going to wait for a little bit. I got some other things I need to work on. So, alrighty, everybody, that's it for today. Again, I'll leave those links to the infographics below. Shouts to those guys that posted it. Again, I hope this was a good starting point for you. I know it's not, you know, super intricate, but it's just, you know, a good jumping off point, a good starting point. So don't forget to comment below, guys, and let me know what you think about the Crucible and how important it's going to be for you. I'd love to know all that. All right, everybody, until next time, peace.